First thing I want to do is I make this dot here, J, that's not on the line. After I go through and I make that dot, what I want to do is I want to draw a line connecting J to our line here, WV. Now, it doesn't matter exactly where it hits, it just has to hit in between those two. So I'm going to go through and connect and draw that line. Doesn't matter how big it is, it just has to go through and connect enough. Same thing over here. I'll draw the line, should be fine. All right, after I go through and I draw the line, my next thing I want to do is with my compass, whether it be our pointier one or the slidier one, you are going to make this or this the length about halfway between this point here and this. Now, for the sake of labeling things, we're going to call this point where it hits the line K. So I'm going to go through and adjust my compass so it's about half the length of that line from here to here. So for me, about half looks like this. Over here, if I want to make sure I got halfway, I put my circle over on K and I slide this down so it's about halfway between. Now you just want to eyeball it, it's okay. Boom. All right, now that I got my adjustments made here, what I want to do is I'm going to be making 3 arcs. Now these arcs are going to be real specific, so follow along with me. First one that we're going to make is from K here. We're going to put, if we have this kind of compass, the needle point on K, and I want to make an arc connecting that line that I had to the line that we started off with. If I had the slidey compass, I put this circle over K. I put my pencil point. I'm going to put it inside this lower one, and I'm going to make an arc just the same. All right. Now, after I make that first arc, I'm not going to go through, I'm not changing any of the sides on these. I'm going to take my compass and come to that first dot that we made, J. And I'm going to make an arc going from the line that we drew to a little bit in front of J. So a little arc like that, facing the same way. I'm going to do the same thing over here real quick. So I'm going to put my circle on J, hold down, put my pencil inside, and I make my arc just the same. All right. Here's where things gets a little bit hairy. Now I'm going to finally adjust this by taking my compass, and I'm going to open this up so that it is the size from this arc to where this line is. So I'm connecting it from here to here. After you go through and you adjust this, you're going to make sure that you follow along real specific with our next thing. So I adjusted this one and this one. This is the length of that. I'm going to come to the top of that second arc that we made, this top one here and this top one here. I'm going to put my needle point there, and I'm going to make a cross right here. So I'm going to make an arc that crosses with that second arc that I made. Same thing over here. I'm going to put the circle from my compass up to the top, hold it down, and then I'm making another arc right there. All right. Now both of these have this little crisscross action. This is going to be where we make our new line. You're going to take a ruler and connect from this point J to where those two arcs cross. And what we have here is a line going in the same direction that will not intersect with our first line.